For those people that might wonder about these 50 titles, our aim with this book is to put together a really broad range of reading that exists outside what might be known as the traditional canon, but also it is very much the first step, a springboard into reading about the lives and experiences of many people and the authors who are writing from all over the world, who might be canonical in their own countries, but less well known when we're writing from and thinking about a British context.
And I think it's important for people to realise when they're reading these books just how much the writers put into their work, not only the writing itself, but their beliefs were quite often challenged, they were challenged and they suffered for it, and sometimes so did their families.
The Hair-Slow writer Eden Robinson's book Monkey Beach is one of the selections, and it's important because this is a novel that comes from Turtle Island, also known as Canada, and this work is an incredible restoration of First Nation life in a fishing community, as well as being a thriller with an incredible twist and a beautiful coming-of-age tale of a young girl.
There's other books like by Edwidge Danticat, Breathe, Eyes, Memory, and you really feel, you know by the time you finish reading that she is so invested in her home of Haiti.
I guess one of the things that is a start is to go to your bookshelf, audit your bookshelf, see how many women writers are on there, see where they're writing from, which period, are they writers of a certain ethnicity, cultural background, and you might suddenly get a shock that actually the decolonisation needs to begin on your own bookshelf.
From reading some of these works, whichever one, you may feel that you want to go on and be more involved in the literature world, in the reading world, which is why we have an afterword as well to suggest different things. You may all of a sudden feel like, wow, I actually want to share this enjoyment, this energy with other people. So this is what reading groups are for. And it might mean something you didn't necessarily think about before. So all of those kind of things, it's just enriching people's lives in very different ways.
We need to think about how we can make a lasting legacy of works that are outside the so-called traditional canon, and decolonising curriculum and decolonising reading are very important because they make everyone think about what the after effect really is of the British Empire, because we're writing this book from the context of Britain. When you read a book, you enter a new land in many respects, and that can be imaginary or it can be the way in which the author's writing gets you to read. And so that's an incredibly liberating feeling of opening yourself up to another's experiences, another's life.
It's just going to be such a joy if you love reading to really get your teeth into this book and explore it and explore different issues, different themes. And because the book is around decolonisation, it really is an opportunity to think about what decolonisation of literature means.
What we have is the love of reading, and the wider and broader and more varied that is, we hope therefore that our project will be achieved. And it's only the starting point. We are not offering this as a finished project by any means.